Welcome to this lecture on international environmental organizations. After this lecture, you will learn about the main international environmental organizations, the history of their development, and the problems they work on. International organizations allow to unite environmental activities of interested countries regardless of their political opinions, highlighting environmental problems from all international problems. International environmental organizations can be divided into intergovernmental and non-governmental organizations. Intergovernmental organizations hold meetings and conferences on major environmental issues. The decisions made on them, in some cases, become regulations that apply to the states that have signed and ratified these documents. The United Nations Organization make a great contribution to solving environmental problems. All main United Nations bodies and agencies are involved in environmental protection activities. As a result of the Stockholm United Nations Conference on Environment in 1972, a new intergovernmental body on environmental issues, the United Nations Environmental Programme, was created. The main objective of the program is to organize and implement measures aimed at protecting and improving the environment for the benefit of present and future generations. United Nations Environmental Programme activities include various projects in the field of the atmosphere, marine and terrain ecosystems. United Nations Environmental Programme also plays a significant role in the development of international environmental law by creating conventions on the environment and environmental protection. United Nations Environmental Programme also often supports and facilitates the implementation of environmentally related projects. The Environment Fund was established to provide additional financial support for international environmental activities carried out under United Nations Environmental Programme. The fund is established on the basis of voluntary contributions from countries and is expanded in accordance with the recommendations of the United Nations Environmental Programme. In addition to the United Nations Environmental Programme, the United Nations agencies in the field of environmental protections are UNESCO, World Meteorological Organization, World Health Organization, International Labour Organization, Food and Agriculture Organization, and International Atomic Energy Agency. UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, exists since 1946 to promote peace and international security, cooperation between countries in education, science and culture. The World Meteorological Organization was established in 1951. Those environmental functions are primarily related to global environmental monitoring. The World Health Organization, established in 1946, has the main objective of taking care of human health, which is directly related to environmental protection. International Labour Organization was established in 1919 with the aim of creating safe working conditions and reducing pollution of the biosphere, often resulting from neglect of the working environment. International non-governmental organizations actively influence the creation of laws in the sphere of international environmental law. Let's look at some of them. The International Union for the Conservation of Nature was founded in 1948 in France. It promotes cooperation between governments, national and international organizations on conservation and protection of natural resources. World Wide Fund for Nature, the largest private international environmental organization, established in 1961, brings together 27 national offices around the world, as well as about 5 million members. The fund's activity consists mainly in providing financial support for environmental activities. The Club of Rome is an international non-governmental organization that has made significant contribution to studying the prospects of biosphere development and promoting the idea of the need to harmonize relations between humans and nature. The main activity of the club is organizing large-scale research on a wide range of issues. Membership in the Club of Rome is limited, 100 people. These are people who have no official government position and don't represent the interest of any country. The Club of Rome has initiated works on research of global problems of humanity. The obtained results of predicting the world development prospects by computer models were published and discussed by international community. The first, in 1972, was the report of Denis Meadows' group, Limits of Growth. The materials from which we have already considered in one of the previous lectures. Also, at different times, the problems of waste recycling, energy use, organization of society, ways of solving energy-saving problems were discussed in the framework of the Club of Rome. The Club of Rome's recommendations are taken into account then forecasting the socio-economic development of certain countries, industries and corporations. At present, the Club of Rome is continuing its research. So, in this lecture, you have learned about the main international environmental organizations, the history of their development, and the problems they work on.